Welcome to a new episode of OpenTalks, the innovation video podcast showcasing the technologies that are shaping the ports of today and tomorrow. Today, we're exploring an event that's driving the future of port innovation, PEIC, Port Entrepreneurship International Congress.
Imagine bringing together all the international key players driving port innovations, startups, corporates, venture capital, port innovation hubs, and port authorities. And that's exactly what PEIC does here in Valencia.
What makes PEIC so essential for the port ecosystem? Today we are going to find out.
Organized by Opentop, the Valenciaport Innovation Hub, now in its third edition with a dynamic and interactive format, PEIC has positioned itself as the essential event for learning about the technological trends that are transforming the ports of the future and generating business and collaboration opportunities at an international level. It is nice to see that has become one of the annual events for PIN, our international network of port innovation hubs, and therefore a meeting point for port innovation hubs from different parts of the world.
PEIC or PEIC is a magical triangle. This is where you have the ports, you have the investors, and you have the entrepreneurs. This is magical. This triangle can make things happen, right? So this is why it's very important. A port is an ecosystem, a very complex ecosystem. In these few days, PEIC, they create an ecosystem. We're all there, 1,000 people there, creating an ecosystem for some days. So we will make things happen, and this is very important to be part of this. And I'm sure that when we leave PEIC in Valencia, we will have new knowledge, perhaps we will even have new partners.
For thinkport, the PEIC is one of these rare moments where you meet physically, because in many cases innovation happens by chance. You meet people you wouldn't meet, and sometimes since the last 5 years we had a lot of meetings, we had a lot of webinars and online conversations. But in many cases, online conversations are planned settings. So you meet people you know you will meet, and meeting physically, like at the PEIC, there is this special moment. Yeah, you meet by chance, and that's what's great for me. You have conversations you never ever would have thought of, or you can't plan, and that's why it is important to meet in person. So the PEIC is a great chance for us.
It's extremely important for the port to attend PEIC and events like this because we have been really leaning forward into an innovation, really beginning in 2016 when we launched what we call our Blue Economy Incubator, which is focused on solving environmental problems in and around the port. The Port of San Diego manages a large area in Southern California, in and around San Diego Bay, and we traditionally were looking at solving problems on our own through traditional procurement means. And more recently, we've really leaned into solutions related to nature-based solutions, ocean data and sensing, and identifying different ways that we can not just support and explore the solutions of the future, but also be partners and co-investors, which is why events like this, where we're able to engage directly with other ports, directly with startups, and see what opportunities there are available on the front lines, is a fantastic way for us to see what's the best in class when it comes to ocean innovation from around the globe, and it's fantastic to be hosted right here in Valencia.
Why I would like to recommend to come to physical events like PEIC. From my point of view, it's really relevant to have these face-to-face discussions, and that's why I love the beauty of physical events. So you can really identify top-notch innovations and see that on the stage, for example, and afterwards you can directly interact with experts from all over the world in the end, and that's only physical events bring it.
Coming to an event like PEIC is incredibly important too for us, because whilst we're now in a society where we have lots of online meetings and events, they are great, but actually in-person events
such as PEIC, gives us that serendipity moments. Sometimes we call them water cooler moments to develop relationships and contacts we might otherwise not do with online meetings. And we know that collaboration, which is what we need to do increasingly, that's built on trust. And quite often these in-person events help to develop that trust.
The opportunity to come together and focus not only on what we work on, but how we work is really critical as part of PEIC. And the networking opportunities with corporates, with startups, with venture capital, and with other port innovation hubs is really important.
And with this vision of collaboration, entrepreneurship, and open innovation, we close today's episode of OpenTalks.
Today, we discovered how PEIC is bringing together all the right players, startups, corporations, investors, innovation hubs, and port authorities to build the future of maritime logistics together.
Thank you very much for joining us in this exploration of port entrepreneurship. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.